Hello, everybody. This is Spiritual Development with Rachel Gibson. With me, March 2018. I hope that you're going to enjoy this workshop, short course. You would have had a code to access Easy Class. Once completed, there's a quiz. So once you've watched the video, there is a PDF file to your left in Class Library. In addition to that, there is a quiz. Please do take that quiz. I have combined this new spiritual development course with professional ethics. If you'd like to join Messenger, we have a great community online for social learning and meeting new people. To pass and obtain a mediumship certification, you will have had to watch these videos and have done the quiz in spiritual development, professional ethics combined in this, in addition to etheric healing and aura readings and energy healing. There is one quiz, and that will be under spiritual development. Once you've done that, you contact me at team@thedigitalpsychic.com. I will grade it. It does come up pending your end, and the reason for that is because it wants to generate everybody who has completed it. So if you've done it individually, what you have to do is contact me for that result. Once you're in the Messenger group, you can practice on each person. You'll need 5 validations in order to get spiritual development theory and mediumship. So if you want both certifications, you have to have done both. If you just want the mediumship, please do provide me 5 testimonies. So if you do not belong to Facebook group, you have to provide me with those 5 validations as testimonies. You can request completion of spiritual development only theory if you pass the quiz, which is 85% or over. You must have completed and understood the professional ethics, aura, and etheric healing. But you will not pass in mediumship unless you've had those validations. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, Rachel Gibson, at the team at the Digital Psychic. Energy. Energy is everything. Energy is in everything. It's very important as spiritualists to understand vibration and frequency. We can raise our frequency in order to speak with spirits, and there's various ways that we can do this. One of the ways to do this is to be of a high vibration ourselves by drinking plenty of water, eating correct foods, and also by being happy, smiling, chanting, dancing, skipping. Raising our frequencies enables us to become part of a different plane, the realms. We have to understand that we are energy and that things are on a lower vibration on Earth. The reason why mediums are called mediums is because we're able to meet halfway with the spirits on the realms. Understanding energy is half the battle of becoming a medium and spiritualist. Understanding that everything has a cause and effect. Understanding relativity. Understanding time is linear. Understanding concepts and theories. And I recommend that you research, like Einstein, the law of gravity, and understanding the immutable laws. Some people are what they call naturally gifted mediums. But we all are mediums in our own right. because we all have senses. We were born with a gift. We are conditioned not to use our gifts for no reason, just as it's evolved, things evolve. Capitalism, industrialization, and sociological changes. Psychology is study of individual, where sociological is the study of groups. And we are all conditioned, and there is a nurture-nature debate in everything. In psychology, sociology, these debates have been going on for years. But to understand the simplicity of everything is energy, everything has a reason, and everything has a passing. Understanding energy is all. Research Tesla. He understood energy because energy is matter. Love and hate is the same spectrum. What is the difference between a medium and psychic? A psychic is somebody who is able to see the past, the present, and guide the future. It's imperative that you do not tell the future. We are here to assist in guidance. It is the knowing, it is the seeing, it is the visions of life happening moments here on earth. Mediumship is different to psychic, as mediumship is being able to speak with spirits, channeling spirits on a level of frequency. These are the immutable laws taken from Weebly. The law of divine oneness. Understanding that we all are part of the same system, the universe. We are all one. The law of vibration. Understanding frequency and that we are of a vibration and everything we do affects that vibration. The law of action. What we do have deeds and done. Law of action. What we do has an effect on the universe. The law of correspondence. What we put out there. It is a message to the world and universe. We need to put out good things. The law of cause and effect. Auguste Comte, theorist. Law of cause and effect. What we do has an effect and impinges on the universe. The law of compensation. Nothing is compensated in law. If we think about that, and it is debatable, but who owes us? We owe nothing, and nothing is owed to us. The law of attraction. What we're putting out there, we will get back. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Understanding energy is so significant. And the law of relativity, and the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. We are masculine and feminine as one. All of these things are so essential in energy work and the universe and the way we treat others. You can check these out at the lawoftheuniverse.wibbly. I recommend that you do. But everything has a sequence. Everything is divine. And it's through divine energy and divine source that we have that information from spirit. Our spiritual guides have been with us for a long, long time. Our spiritual guides are assigned to us. They have an assignment. They're assigned to us to help us understand our purpose here on earth and also our purpose as mediums or psychics. We all have an individual, unique journey. Our spiritual guides can be connected to us, through us. But in order to find our spiritual guides, we have to find ourselves, our inner children. our inner child. And why I said children is because we may have had more than one past life. Our spiritual guides are very similar to our personality. They're almost like our shadows. We have a shadow. Have you ever questioned why? In order to find your guide, go with your gut instinct. Following your gut instinct in all the work you do is fundamental. Watching for signs, asking your guides for what you want, and watch for signs that you've been heard. You could journal everything, that's an extremely good method, and also do a meditation with me, Rachel Gibson. My advice for meditation is to visualize. Picture yourself in a safe place. See yourself at a beach or a cave or somewhere where you would feel safe and comfortable. It could be a past memory. Call on your guides. Ask them to come. Through meditation, they will come. What you ask, you receive. You must believe. Your angels have been assigned to you too. There are archangels and they sit in the throne next to the Creator if you believe in Christianity. But there are various religions and people will understand it, and it's okay because it's your spiritual journey. It's what you believe it to be. Your guides, regular angels, you can call upon them and they will assist through meditation, through visualizing. It's important to have your own quiet space in order to invoke your spiritual guides. Another method that I use is that what you do is you walk through your crown chakra, going from your root all the way up your chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, to your heart chakra, throat chakra, to your brow chakra, to your crown chakra, seeing a beaming white light coming out the top. Walk up a ladder, open the door, ask for your guides. Once you've got your guides, come back down to your heart chakra and put your left hand out, embracing the guides. Once you've finished with them, what you could do, because you don't always need your guides, you send them home just as you would with spirit. Dreaming. You can ask your guides to visit you in a dream. Meeting your guides is the most beautiful thing ever. They're there to assign and assist and guide, like a Jiminy Cricket in Pinocchio. Your consciousness is your guide. Is it your imagination? You'll know by the advice you get. Does it resonate with you? Do you feel like it's coming from them and not you? Does the advice make sense to you? Because what is reality? When we're talking to spirits and our guides, the first thing that you'll question, is this real? I would ask you, and you can discuss this if you're in Messenger, what is reality? What is real? Is our reality actually what we've been conditioned to think? Or is our reality our own belief systems, our real inner dream? Meditation is important if you haven't reached that level of consciousness. Higher consciousness, raising that frequency is imperative before we communicate with spirits. But you can meditate on your own. If you don't have much space and time, what you can do is just find some time and do it around others if need be, and put some headphones on if you've got children and animals that you need to attend to. Once you learn to open your third eye and learn how to believe in yourself again, you can actually start to do readings. Practice makes perfect. You might not get there straight away, as mediumship is very new to some people, whereas some people it will be a natural flow of information. The first and foremost and the most important thing to do is to protect. Protection is intention. If you have good intentions, you'll be protected. You can call upon your angels and guides. You evoke them. I evoke Archangel Michael. I evoke Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And my guides, whoever they are. You can use whatever deity that you choose to use. And then you simply read the information that comes to you. It may look like a film playing in your mind. Give whatever information you see. If you hear, say it. If a name pops into your mind, say it. If you visualize colors, say it. Believing what the information is relayed to you is the biggest breakthrough you'll have, is self-belief. Give the smells of smoke, lavender, fruit, oud spice, cooking, whatever smells that you have at that moment in time, as you open and channel the spirits through the realms, you will see, hear, and smell. Once you've given that information, you simply close down. Imagine roots coming out of your feet and ground and cleanse. Cleansing techniques could be using sage, or it could be your own method, whatever you feel comfortable with. There is no set way of doing this, but there is a method to follow that makes it safe. Protection, intention, angels or guides, you read, open the door like you're opening a shop, give the information as it flows, remembering that your energy and it's energy that you're connecting to because they're energy as well on a higher frequency. Before you do your reading, raise your frequency. Get bubbly, get happy, have a drink, whatever makes you happy, and then close down. And close down gently, not with a thud. Close down, embracing the energy, thanking the energy, thanking the archangels, thanking your guide, then cleanse. And as you do this, and you practice to do it more and more, the easier it becomes. Always invoking the angels. The angels are here to assist and guide us on our journey. They're here to enable us to become spiritualists and spread the word of goodness, to serve them as they serve us. If you have a different religious belief, that's fine. That's wonderful. Some people might believe in different levels, different planes on a budic level. Some people might not believe in any of it at all and just see spirit. Whatever you do is correct, but protect yourself. Keep your circle small. Don't let negativity come in. Protect yourself by imagining you have a shield of bright light around you, glittering, calling any angels or whatever you choose it to be, in order to have that protection and spiritual work. How I protect myself is reminding myself daily on a continual basis my own affirmations. Remembering who I am, why I'm doing this. If you're doing a good job and you're serving others and helping others, you are protected because you're protected by the realms and the angels and your spiritual guides. If you are not doing what is right, you will feel what you're doing is wrong. Inside, your spiritual guide, your consciousness will say this doesn't feel right. Know your limitations. Know you can only be doing so much to help others. Serve yourself before you can help someone else. If you cannot help yourself, you're no good to nobody. Imperative to look after you. And then when you love you, all will follow, as the energies will just flow through you. Your chakras will be cleansed and clear, and the energies will work through you as a conduit. We are a conduit. We are the conduit between the spirits and us and others. They are with us always. As I was mentioning earlier, grounding. Grounding is a very simple technique, and you have choices in the way that you actually do this. The easiest way is to go outside and stand in the grass, and it's recommended that you do take your shoes off and feel that you're grounded into earth. Hug a tree. It has healing properties. Imagine roots coming from your feet. I will be producing an MP3 which will be coming soon. I will be putting this on Facebook. Also, it might be sold on Amazon. I'm going to be doing chants, meditation walks. Meditation is very important, and this will be done in the practice pool areas. And also, as instructors are becoming qualified, rather certified by myself, they may also be guiding you through meditation walks. In order to be doing any type of work, it's important to check legislation, etc., which we will discuss further, as now we go into professional ethics. As I believe in continual development and best practice, the most fundamental important thing is safeguarding. Safeguarding yourself firstly, knowing your limitations, having evidence of readings that you've conducted, not having a one-to-one in someone's house you don't know, for instance. Safeguarding the vulnerable. Have correct disclaimers. Don't work with vulnerable people. If they sign it and say they're not vulnerable, that is not your choice. That was their decision. However, safeguard. Make sure you look after people. Try and give them guidance, but also know your limitation. Understanding your own limitation too, that people also have to respect you as a professional. The reason why I say professional is that when we're working with people, it's debatable if it's entertainment purposes only. We have to say it's entertainment purposes only. But fundamentally, if we're working with people, we still have to have that level of respect to be working with people. Treat others as you wish to be treated yourself. There are laws in safeguarding, and things can be kept confidential. But if somebody is abusing somebody or they're at danger themselves, we have a duty. Everyone has a duty. Doesn't matter if you're doing readings or not, to safeguard them, to report it to relevant agencies out there. Understanding your professional boundaries. Understanding the client relationship and you. You are not friends with that person. You don't know that person. Respecting that they themselves are an individual client and that you have a different cap on and you're a professional, you take that cap on, you put the cap on and you take it off. When working with vulnerable people, we have to be especially careful. If someone's saying, I feel suicidal, you refer them to services that are able to assist with that. Do not say that you're professionally medically trained or a psychologist or a sociologist or anything that is without qualifications. If it's not in your remit, do not deliver. Entertainment purposes only. It is as it is. It is that. it is the law. But we can professionally give great readings, finishing it off with proper guidance and referring people to services that may suit them. Law and regulations. There's always law and regulations around everything, limited in the spiritual world, because the regulations state that it's not proven. So if they're not going to believe in what we're doing, how can they regulate something that they don't believe in? But some laws and regulations may differ country to country. It is essential that you research that yourselves. I understand certain laws in different areas, such as the UK, that falls under entertainment purposes. Other jurisdictions in the USA and other states may have different laws and regulations. It's imperative to check that out yourself as a responsible individual. Data protection, okay, is very important when working with clients. We can keep things confidential by putting them into files and recording that information for a period of time. Lock it, keep it safe. It doesn't belong to no one else but you and your clients. The only time you can breach data protection if it's of a public interest, and also if it is to do with safeguarding. And there's still limitations around that too. Always check with someone else if you're not sure. In the UK, there is a new system coming into place, and that will be around, I think it's March, April. You want to be preparing for March time for this. The new GDPR, which is a new European law, and it is a lot more complicated than data protection. And around that time, if anybody feels they need advice in relation to the new GDPR, please do contact me. Confidentiality is very imperative in our work, as we are there to assist and provide readings and help and support for those that need it. Keep things confidential. And when you're giving any reading, explain to that person that you have a disclaimer and have a confidentiality disclaimer. If they say anything of nature that is something that could be breached because it falls under different jurisdiction law or any boundaries, such as child abuse and stuff like that, you have to say before, anything that you may say to me is confidential unless you are or someone else is at harm. Especially if you're doing work that's hypnotherapy or anything like that, because many of you might be doing other modalities. You might be doing other things. Imperative confidentiality. Referring to relevant agencies. It's not in your remit as such if it's entertainment purposes only. But if you want to be a really good psychic medium, there's no harm in referring to an agency. It's signposting. Get a list of numbers, write down suicide numbers, drug and alcohol numbers. The thing is, people will come to you that they might not want to access these services. But if you've got a list and you could turn around at the end of it and say, I really think it's advisable to go and speak to somebody who's medically trained, you are doing a really good thing there, because what you're doing is not just dropping that person who's had a reading, who's had spiritual mediumship. You're giving them that extra support that is required. That's why they may be coming to you in the first instance. Professional versus approved. My debate on this matter. The regulations, why won't they change? It is my belief and my opinion. That's all. Nobody has to follow through what I'm saying. But if we are professional in everything that we do, we might be taken more seriously, changing it from entertainment purposes only to real support and guidance with entertainment. It's just adding an ingredient to a world that's very, very divided, open to criticism, open to new challenges. There are people out there that are using this field to abuse, take advantage, curse. These people are already vulnerable. It might say in your disclaimer that these people aren't vulnerable. They tick the box to say they're not. Anybody who has lost a spirit, anybody who has lost anybody is vulnerable. How do we judge vulnerability? Treat everybody as if they are. Now, in law, that's not recognised. As a professional with a youth and community degree, I recognise that we are all essentially vulnerable. Everybody has a vulnerability. If somebody is extremely vulnerable and they tell you that before you do a reading, don't read them. That is my advice to you. Do not read somebody who says, I am vulnerable. Somebody said to me the other night, I'm on medication. No. They were under the influence of drugs. No. I cannot read you. I can read you later when you're feeling better, when you're not under the influence of drugs. Because what you could be doing is putting yourself in a situation, a vulnerable situation there, because that person might then say, well, that person knew I was vulnerable and yet I did this, and they still conducted a service. But a lot of people won't tell you. So treat everybody as they are. And that's the end of it for now. As I said, there will be meditation walks throughout Facebook Messenger. And if you're not part of that, that's fine. Send me testimonies and stuff like that regarding your work. Your senses are your senses. The message through this short workshop is believe. You have a sense for a reason. Trust your instincts. Trust who you are. It's the most important thing. Copyrights. No one is to share my work, okay? Because it's breaking the law. If somebody copies my work and shares this outside, please do read my terms and conditions. It states no one is to share my work, okay? Activation of the third eye. Do provide that Facebook Messenger group and webinar workshop, and that has been done. It's £15 and it's coming soon for those that want to do it. You can contact me on completion of this course at team@thedigitalpsychic.com. I provide online support on a daily basis via Facebook Messenger. You can also join abbreviation the Spiritual Academy of Angel Feet, SAAB. It's a subsidiary under my name, Rachel Gibson, the Digital Psychic, via Facebook. I do offer other workshops. Please do look at the team at thedigitalpsychic.com. HTTPS thedigitalpsychic.com if you're interested in any other workshops. This is about continual development. The reason why I provide and use social learning via Facebook or other means is because I believe in continual development. I believe your journey begins the minute that you want to start it, but it ends where you need it to end. I'm always available via email or via Facebook. These are not services that you have paid for. Easy Class is what you've paid for. However, as a responsible spiritual educator, I offer that service for free. Thank you for taking the time today, and I hope you have enjoyed this workshop.